Hey Crushers, Young here, and I'm bringing you a new Crush Them All video. Today's video is going to be on the Hooky Blitz. We're going to be buying some of the Hooky Blitz chest and discussing Hooky in general. Before we get started, however, I would like to remind you, if you have any questions or comments after watching this video, you can leave them in the comment section below. Or you can reach out to me through the official Discord, which you can access through the settings of the game in the community section here. I would also ask you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so. That way you can catch all my videos as they come out and stay up to date with all the latest Crush Them All news and information. So we're going to start off with just opening some of the other chests that I have. I've been building up a few things. One thing that has changed, I'm now VIP 8, which gave me 2 epic chests and 2 epic rune chests, as well as these other VIP perks. I just hit that, honestly, just like 2 or 3 days ago, I think. So that was a very recent update for me. I've been kind of slowly building my way towards being a bigger spender. It has been a very slow process for me, honestly, especially when compared to some. But finally, VIP 8. Just going through these silver chests real quick to get my common medals. I've got most of my commons maxed at this point. I've got a few left. Open this fire chest. Water chest. Rufus. Aqua. Goddess. Earth. Got some Misty. Slowly but surely gonna max him out. And then got some Angelica medals. More Angelica medals, which gives us enough to evolve her. We're not getting close himself. He's one away. Not happening today, though. Okay. So we'll go ahead and hop over to collection. Angelica is now ready to evolve, which boosts HP for the team. I'm going to go ahead and leave her where she's at, though, because she's beneficial to me for her Blitz level. And speaking of Blitz, that's where we're going to be heading in just a moment. I wanted to come over here and open this. Alright. And now, without further ado, here is the featured hero, the hero of the hour, Hooky. So, I've not unlocked him yet. We're going to get to see him firsthand as I unlock him. He's a gunner, he's earth, he's on the ground, he is a male. He is piercing, so he'll ignore the defense of the enemy, and he is anti-knockback, which is kind of fun. He has a 2-star ability, which is what makes him kind of gimmicky and kind of fun. The hook gun grabs an enemy, brings him closer, but what it does that's really cool is that it grounds the enemy hero. So it could grab a hero like Vlad and ground that hero to where your ground heroes, you know, your Gladiator, your Siegfried, those type heroes can then deal damage to that flying hero. His 3-star ability we've seen in several others, and then he has this 4-star ability to buff attack range to Earth heroes specifically. So, that's what we're looking at with Hooky. And we'll just get straight to the point. Ultimately, Hooky is a hero that is ultimately going to be gimmicky and difficult to use. At the highest levels, if you were to completely max him out, which would be a substantial amount of flues, he would give himself some benefits because he would be buffing his own attack range, keeping him further back, keeping him alive longer, which gives you more access to his utility. And since he's a utility hero, you're not using him for damage, you're not using him to tank, you're using him as a utility to bring backline heroes, specifically closer to the front, to help your front line take them out, he has to be able to stay alive. And that's the main issue, because star for star, it's difficult to keep him alive. You have to give him a lot of range, and there's other heroes that are arguably much more important than him that need to be given priority when it comes to be given, good attack range runes. Now that said, he does give that to all Earth heroes, which means that there are some heroes that do benefit from that besides himself, such as Thorn and Misty. However, negatively, it also affects Leafblade and Gladiator, which are two of the best tanks in the game, Gladiator being the #1 tank in the game, at least as of right now. And because of that, it is something that it's kind of like trying to climb a rope with one arm, and then you're holding a rock with your other arm. Like you're helping yourself, but you're holding yourself back at the same time, and it's ultimately just not the best combination in terms of abilities. It is useful to be able to ground flying heroes, but there's other heroes that can take care of enemy flyers, so if you find yourself struggling, there's other heroes that are arguably more beneficial to use, like Namada, the other new Blitz hero, which we can take a look at quick. I've not focused on her yet, but she has similar stats and similar loadout ultimately to Scud, but she herself is a flyer, and she has this 2-star ability which targets the heroes in the back line, so it works from the back front, and that makes her a really key hero, and as I've mentioned, arguably more useful than Hooky. However, Hooky himself is not all in all useless. We're still going to be getting him, and he's going to help fill out my ranks for my Princess Promenade team right here. I'm going to be unlocking him anyway, so may as well make the most of it. Got some Kasai medals, some Dark Knight, and there is the new hero Hooky, who does look really cool, and as I mentioned, he's a fun utility hero, but he is gimmicky, and for the cost, our flues is better spent elsewhere, at least in large. If that advice were to change in the future, I will absolutely get in touch with you guys. I'll post a new video, I'll let you know, hey, there's been an update, and because of this other factor, Hooky is viable, and this is why. But as of right now, I just don't see that happening, and as of right now, that is not the case. So just keep that in mind. We're going to go ahead and evolve him. I'm going to be taking him to 3 stars today, and then we're going to be calling it quits in terms of buying Blitz chests. It's always fun to buy chests, and you can see getting a good mixture. We're going to get at least, or at most, 4 more chests. I shouldn't say at least. We may get some bonus medals. It is very rare to get bonus medals on Blitz heroes, but you absolutely can. So 50, 30, and then you're guaranteed 10. So no matter what, we're going to get 10. You can see I'm getting some additional medals in there, which is great to see. I'm getting medals for other heroes, Mizu, Goddess, and Hooky, and there we go. That was the last of what we were going to be looking at in terms of buying the chest, because I just wanted to get him to 3 stars. This was my main goal for him, and then we're going to drop him in to my Princess Promenade team. It's the featured Blitz hero, and we'll hopefully get to see a little bit of that in action. We're going to get 2 attacks here. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to turn the speed down so that we can see things as it's happening. I might speed up a little bit just to get everybody out here, and then we'll slow down to 1. Hopefully get to see some of that Hooky grab arm action. So he's doing his normal attacks, and then he's going to be using his claw. So he's done 4 attacks, 5. There's the claw. You can see that he dragged, it looked like Valkyrie up a little bit, which puts her more at risk to getting hit from my frontline heroes, none of which are ruined with AoE or anything. Most, if not all, of these heroes have no weapon level. You saw the claw there again. And at this speed, it almost looks like it's lagging. We'll go ahead and speed things up a bit. See that he dragged, yeah, there you can see him dragging heroes forward. As I said, it's a fun gimmicky thing. It would have been cool to see that against the flyer. Let me see if there's any more flyers here. This looks like bat in that one. That's the only flyer. Well, I thought I saw bat, did I not? Okay, I must have mixed up bat with monkey mortar in my head for some reason. Okay, so no flyers. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and just hop into another battle here. Show off a little more footage. There's no way I'd be able to spend enough to be able to make him viable for arena, and ultimately he'd be pulling my gladiator further back from the front line, which is ultimately not good for me because my gladiator is my main wall. So I want my gladiator to have as little attack range as possible, and I want him standing at the forefront to be handling enemy attacks. So Hooky's 4-star ability directly contradicts what I'm needing there. That ability would definitely benefit me in terms of Misty, but it would immediately also hurt me in terms of Gladiator. So you saw I just purchased that package. That is a way to purchase 4 flues shards, which are otherwise extremely difficult, if not borderline impossible to get. So that's something. There we go, Ornok has enough to evolve to level 4. I'll also be leaving him be, at least for now. I will eventually evolve him, but I'm going to wait, more likely than not, until I can get him to at least 6 stars, and then I'll probably be awakening him fully as well. He is a great tank as well. Hooky is in my team because I just unlocked him, so we'll go ahead and stash him. Don't need him running out there on the stage. Well, I accidentally went over on that. I'll have to fix that later. And that is going to wrap us up for today, guys. So I hope that you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the chest opening. Just for fun, let's go ahead and we're going to open some premium chests. That's a little more flues efficient for me to do it this way, especially since I'm not trying to get Hooky at higher levels. We are just going to do 10. So we're going to do 10 premium chests. There's 1. Jasmine is on the verge of maxing. She is 1 medal away. There's 2. Got some more medals there. Jasmine is now maxed. This is chest 4. 5 aqua medals. That's who I'm currently working on. 6. 7. 8. 9. And finally, chest 10. So, that is one hero that I will evolve immediately. No reason to wait on her. She buffs critical attack for fire heroes. Quite useful, especially on a fire mono blitz team, so that's something to keep in mind if you're looking for something there. And you see my other stuff for heroes that I'm not. Oh my gosh, when did that happen? Yeah, absolutely. Evolve Robin Hood. Same deal, buff critical damage. He does it for Earth heroes. And then I do believe that just about wraps up everything I wanted to show you guys. I am currently working on saving up the shards needed to awaken Gladiator. I'm going to make him a 7/7, as I mentioned before, he's my primary wall. I use him to stop enemies. Priority here is Vitality, and then Nimble, and then Guard runes. I would prefer less attack range, but to get the runes that I'm needing, this is the best case scenario, at least for now. When I can, I'll remove some of that attack range to make it a little bit easier for me to keep him on the very front. And that is all I have for today's video, guys. I do appreciate you watching. Once more, if you have any questions or comments, make sure that you leave them in the comment section below, or you can reach out to me through the official Discord. And as I conclude today's video, I'd like to give a special acknowledgement to King Richard for making the thumbnail for today's video. He's made the last several. They look really great, so be sure to give a shout out to him as well. He's in the main Discord community. I'd also like to thank the Discord users who helped contribute to the compiling of topics covered in today's video. And I'd like to thank you for continuing to watch my videos and for continuing your support. I'm not 100% sure what we're going to have slated for the next video. We've been bouncing around a few ideas. But either way, that should be coming next week, so stay tuned for next week's video. Worst case scenario, we'll go ahead and take a look at some PvP footage. I wanted to do a new peek into the Legendary League for you guys. I'm not sure when exactly we're going to squeeze that in. That should be coming up in the next few weeks. I've had several suggestions on other videos, but if there's something that you feel, a topic that you want covered that hasn't been covered already, definitely just reach out and let me know, and we can take a look and see what we can do there. And that's all I've got for today, guys, so I do appreciate you stopping in this week. Stay tuned for our next videos. Thanks for watching.